Hey, in today's video, we're going to take a quick look at a new solar panel from Elecaenta, and it is a 75 watt solar panel. So we've talked about 100 watt solar panels, we've talked about 120 watt solar panels, 200 watt solar panels, but this is the first time we're talking about a 75 watt. So let's find out who this is for and how well this particular solar panel performs. Let's check it out. All right, so I guess we got to get this thing out of the box, so let's do that first. Actually, I already had it out of the box. All right, so this thing is a two-panel design. It's got magnetic closers, which is very cool. And one thing I like about this is it's super easy to deploy, as most two-panel foldable designs are. And it's just super easy to unsnap and lay it out, and it's got the little kickstands on it. And it's got that very nice durable ETFE coating on it. So very compact. If we pull out one of these legs here, I think you can see that we have these little bungees under here, these little elastic bands. So the really nice thing about that is it gives you a lot of flexibility to really kind of adjust the angle to the sun. But when you're done and you want to put this thing away, they just snap together. They kind of pull themselves together and the legs cinch back with Velcro. So very cool. Let's see what's in the bag here. And by the way, I also reviewed the bigger brother to this one, the 120 watt, also from Elecaenta. I'll put a link to that up here. I reviewed that probably half a year ago, 6 months or so ago. Very good panel, and it remains actually an excellent deal on Amazon. If you want something bigger than this, I might recommend you go check that out. But back to what's in the bag. So there's a pretty sizable user manual in here. It's actually only, I think, probably several pages for each language, and it covers multiple languages. But it's quite thorough for a solar panel user guide. And it does have a, it says 24-month warranty, so excellent warranty for a solar panel. A lot of solar panels only give you a 1-year warranty, but there's not really a lot of moving parts on there, so there's not a lot to go wrong with them. Another thing I like that the Elecaenta comes with, and this was the same for the 120 watt version, is they give you 4 little mini carabiners here that can be attached to the metal grommets, not nylon loops, but actual metal grommets, so that you can tie this thing down to various places. So it's nice that they give you these, just kind of a nice touch. By the way, I noticed on the inside of the pouch cover here, it's got a list of the specs, including the power output and the voltage and amperage output that you can expect from this. So it's kind of nice to know where that is if you don't happen to have the manual handy. Looking at the integrated cable that it comes with, it's got a DC 5521 connector on it, and I can just tell by the number of coils in this thing that it's a pretty long cable, so a little longer than you would normally find out. But it also comes with 10 additional barrel connector adapters. So you've got the standard 8 millimeters on it, which is the other one you're most likely to use, the DC 7909. So most power stations, if they don't use something like Anderson or XT60, are going to be using either an 8 millimeter DC 7909 or a DC 5521. So this thing really does have you covered, and it looks like they actually, yeah, there's a female adapter to a DC 5521, so that can go right on here, and you can convert this to MC4, which is really handy if you ever want to string multiple solar panels in series or in parallel, because it's very easy to find parallel branch adapters, or to just use the MC4 to connect them together in series. So that's really handy to be able to do that in MC4, and really nice that they give you that extra cable. All right, so that's about all there is to it. Let's get this thing outside and see how it performs. So you might have a small capacity power station. Something like this Bluetti EB3A, for example, is well under 300 watt hours. In fact, it's 268 watt hour capacity, so it's pretty small. And while this particular unit can handle a pretty substantial amount of solar input, especially for a unit this size, you may not need that much solar input in order to just sort of top this thing off in a few hours. So let's see what happens if we use something like this Elecaenta 75 watt panel, and let's find out if we can top this thing off in a reasonable period of time. And so starting from 0% charge right here, and we're getting 47 watts currently, so a little over half the rated output, and starting at 9:30 a.m. So let's find out how this does. All right, hopefully you can make that out. We are at 100%. I'm not sure exactly when it hit 100%, but we are right at about 8 hours So we had intermittent clouds today and mostly clear sky, as you can see, but we did have some white puffy clouds moving in. But more importantly, we actually had some pretty good gusts of wind, and this panel actually blew over probably 3 times. And I didn't catch it the first couple of times that it happened until I don't know how long it had been down. But I think the takeaway here is that in a normal day of sun, this 75 watt panel is actually fully adequate for charging these sub 300 watt hour power stations. So if you want something very small, compact, easy to deploy, something like this might be just what you need if you don't need to charge within just a couple of hours. So as you can see, this panel actually does quite well for those smaller power stations, those 300 watt hour or less power stations. And that comment I made about the wind blowing this over, that's actually a concern in all fairness with any of these portable foldable solar panels, because they just have a lot of surface area and they don't have very much weight. So if you get a gusty enough windy day, that can happen, and it's just something you should be aware of. It's not something that's unique to this particular one. Now in the cable bag, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before, but there are 2 USB ports. There's a Type A port that is a quick charge 3.0 or an 18 watt port, and there's a Type C port that's PD 45 watt. So that's excellent to have that option to charge there. Now if you only need the USB ports and you just want to charge your phone, I mean, Elecaenta's got a little miniature version of this thing as well that's still got that same durable ETFE coating on it. It doesn't have any kickstands, but it's kind of designed. It comes with carabiners. You could clip this to a backpack or anywhere you've got a hook where you can just hang this thing up. And this does not have a DC 5521 cable coming out of it or anything like that, but it does have a USB port module inside there that you can use to charge phones. So something like this is very cool as well. And if that's all you're trying to do, this might be all you need, and I'll put a link to that below if you want to go check something like that out. But I do like this 75 watt panel for these smaller solar power stations. It really, I think it is just about all you would need. Again, it's super easy and fast to deploy because of that magnetic connector and the fact that it is a 2-panel design, and it has the Velcro legs with the elastic straps, so that when you're done, it all just sort of folds up, and you don't have to really wrestle with it at all. So it is super easy to deploy and to pack up. And when you consider the price on this thing, it's $170 normally, but they have a $30 coupon on that running fairly often on Amazon. So when you apply that, it takes it down to about $140. And then they also have a promo code, which again, I'll put in the description below if you want to check that out, because that brings the price all the way down to $131 on the US Amazon site, which is really outstanding. If you compare this to the Jackery 60 watt Solar Saga 60 watt panel, that thing is $180, and it's basically the same design without all the extra connectors. But it's 15 watts, it's rated 15 watts lower. So it's 60 watts versus this one being 75. But it's like almost $50 more expensive based on the coupon and promo code discounts that you get on this. And this is really a much better deal. So if you've got something in that smaller capacity power station class that you want to charge, and you have at least, say, 5 hours of time to charge it in, and that's fine, why lug around and why pay more for the extra 100 watt solar panel? But if you do need a 120 watt solar panel, I still very highly recommend the Elecaenta 120 watt panel. And I'll put a card up here if you're interested in seeing that video on the 120 watt version of this, and because that still remains a fantastic deal. Oh, and by the way, the guys at Elecaenta did actually send me a promo code for that panel as well, which again, I'll leave in the description below if you're interested in checking that panel out. So Elecaenta builds really good stuff, and I've been very impressed with their products. So if you're in the market for something in those watt ranges, definitely worth a look. Go check them out. Anyway, I hope you found this information useful. If you did, please give me that thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. I know it's super easy to forget, but it's also super easy to do. And if you could remember, I would appreciate it. Anyway, that's about all I got for you. I do hope to see you in the next one. Until then, have fun out there.